Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome to this training session today. We've got some massive updates, some really powerful stuff here today. And we're really excited because we have some really special guests that are going to teach you some incredible stuff about Facebook and Facebook marketing. And in the last year or so, there have been so many changes and updates, and even right now, in 2015, with January and February, through some huge updates are happening with Facebook. There are things that you could do before that you cannot do now, and there are some huge updates that are happening right now. So we brought in some of the biggest Facebook marketers to do a mastermind here today and to teach you guys what's coming up with Facebook, what's working right now. And this is a major update, a major Facebook update. And we're really excited to do this with some of our close friends. Let us know. Can you hear me loud and clear? Give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. And perfect. Okay. So guys, we're going to get started in about 5 or 6 minutes or so. As you guys know, I'm in Canada. It's freezing cold. It's been like one of the coldest winters I think I've seen in a long time. And I want to know where you're calling from. So tell me what, beautiful location you're calling from. If it looks anything like you're seeing on the screen, I'm jealous, okay? Sky is calling from Phoenix, Arizona. I'd love to be there right now. Beverly in the Netherlands. Mary is in Quebec, so she feels my pain. Arizona, Karen, thank you so much for rubbing it in there. Ohio, Kevin, Rochester, New York, same kind of weather as we're having. Oklahoma, Florida, Alan. I was in Florida last year for like 6 or 7 weeks. It was the best time ever. And I got away from the cold, but this year I'm only going to be going away for about 2 weeks to Cuba. So we've got Tennessee here. We've had Brad, who's in Highland Ranch, Colorado, probably seeing snow down there. New Jersey is cold, says Joe. Vermont, cold as well. So at least I'm not the only one, right? At least I'm not the only person that's like, kind of freezing their ass off. We've got Seal Beach, California, Raleigh. Maurice is in Germany, Colombia. We've got Melbourne, Australia, Michelle. It's summer there. I know, you don't have to rub it in. Cape Coral, Florida, beautiful area. Cyprus, we've got New Jersey. Rainy Vancouver. Rain, I don't know. I think I'd rather have snow than rain, to tell you the truth. At least you can do something in snow. We've got Calgary, Edmonton. Shirley, welcome to the call. It is a packed house here today. We're maxing out the lines. And it's going to be a huge Facebook update today, guys. We're going to be talking about what's going on with Facebook. Again, there are so many changes that have happened in the last 3 to 6 months with Facebook. I've seen close friends lose their Facebook account, lose their ads account, their whole business just crumble. And the person that we're going to be talking to today has a massive business that uses Facebook marketing, and he has thrived and survived all of these Facebook changes. And he's a close friend of mine. Both of these guys are. They're absolutely amazing gentlemen, and it's going to be a pleasure to bring them on here in the next couple of minutes. And someone just said Don Wilson. Yeah, Don Wilson was one of them for sure. A lot of close friends lost their Facebook account, Facebook ads account, and I want Peter to touch on this stuff. Also talk about what's coming up with Facebook, how are they looking at accounts, what can you do to sort of protect yourself. So we're going to have a ton of amazing content. This is the ultimate Facebook mastermind where we bring some of the best people. So we're about 2 or 3 minutes out. Again, some people are just coming on the call. It's a packed house. I'm going to start by introducing two of my friends here on the call, and it just happens that these guys are some of the best marketers in the world. It's a pleasure to bring these guys to you, our audience here today. The first person that I'm going to bring on is Peter Parks. He has been a friend of mine now for probably about 2 years. We spent some time at a mastermind down in Toronto where we actually sat down and he shared a lot of his Facebook marketing strategies, and he is one of the biggest spenders that I've ever gotten to, sit with and talk to when it comes to Facebook marketing. And Peter, I know you're from the Toronto area, you're in Canada, but you're not in Canada right now. Why don't you tell everyone where you're located, the type of weather you're seeing right now, and I want to welcome you to the call as well.
Awesome, Roger. Thank you very much. Hello, guys and girls. Peter Parks here. Right now, I'm in the sunny isle of well, French Polynesia, Bora Bora, around that area. So what you're looking at right now is I'm looking at nice skies, beautiful sunshine. I just finished going for a swim, so so I don't have to rub it into anybody that's in the
No,
cold right now.
keep going. It just makes my day. It really does. Keep going. So yeah, so Peter's joining us today. Thank you so much. I know you've got a crazy schedule. You're traveling, traveling all around the world, and you're speaking everywhere, and you're just, doing a lot of great stuff with Facebook. So thank you so much for joining us. The next person I have with us, you guys absolutely know him. His name is Andrew Fox. He does not have snow right now, so he's in another beautiful place in the world, unlike me right now. Andrew has, used Facebook for marketing his business like nothing before. If you're not connected with Andrew on Facebook or Peter, do that now. Andrew Fox, Peter Parks, two amazing guys. Andrew Fox uses his Facebook account like I've never seen. Gets launches going on there, gets people excited about what he's doing, and he spends a fortune on Facebook ads. It's a pleasure to have you here. Andrew, thank you so much for joining us for this mastermind.
Hey Roger, how's it going? Thanks very much, guys. Delighted to be here. Now, I know you said about the weather is delightful where I am, Roger, but it will be in about 2 days because I'm actually in the UK, in Ireland at the moment. But I'm heading over to the Traffic and Conversion Summit in San Diego, and I start traveling tomorrow. So the weather looks very pleasant, kind of 75 degrees there. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to doing a killer call for your guys tonight.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. And a lot of people will probably come up to you and say hi at the traffic and conversion events. A lot of our members are
I
going as
love
well.
that. That's cool. Perfect.
Awesome stuff. All right, Peter, let's get going. There are a couple of things that I really want you to talk about as well in your presentation. There have been massive changes with Facebook, and you and I both have lost. A lot of our friends have lost their Facebook ads account. People are complaining that it's hard to get advertising through. People losing their actual profiles. Ad spend is, some people are saying that it's getting more expensive to play that game. So I'd love for you to touch on those things as you're going through your presentation. And Peter, it's all yours. Thank you so much for being here.
All right, no problem. So first thing I need to know is if everyone can see my screen and they can hear me. Just give me a thumbs up or a hell yeah in the chat box there, and I'll rely on these guys to give me some feedback so I can just roll my presentation.
And your screen, Peter, is a beautiful turquoise water with a beautiful beach and palm trees.
There we go. There we go. So there's a whole bunch of you probably on the call that have probably never ever heard of me before. Probably don't know what I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick little brief background on myself, little skinny, and then we're going to move forward. So before I do that, I got to get the legalese out of the way because my attorneys say I have to put this out there. Roger's got a fantastic crowd from what he's been telling me. He's got a great tribe, but there's always one or two people out there that are kind of vindictive and, they have a poverty mindset. So for those one or two people that may be on this call, this is for you. For everybody else, just completely ignore it, but that's the legalese there. I'm just going to go over really quickly. So you are the CEO of your own business. Everything that Andrew and I share with you today over this call, these are strategies that I've taken to 8 figures in my business. These are strategies that my clients and students have taken to 6 and 7 figures. The blueprint works. I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to make a cent on this call. Matter of fact, you may even lose money because advertising, you need to spend money, and you need to spend money wisely when you do paid advertising. It is a beast. It is very fickle, and there's a lot of things that go into it. So that's the legalese that I'm going to have out there so that you can see it. So for those of you that are screen recording the whole entire webinar, there it is right there. So that being said, let's move on into the next phase. So A little skinny on myself. I was a corporate junkie. I had a six-figure corporate gig, big expense account. I worked for ADT Security Services, one of the biggest security dealerships in the world. Um, one year, the last year that I was there, I sold personally $20 million myself, one man. So at the end of the year, at the Christmas party, I was expecting a big fat check because I was on commission. So the CEO of the company walked over to me, slapped me on the back, said, "Great job, Peter. Oh my God, you crushed all sales records like literally over the last 5-6 years. Here's your bonus check." I opened it up. I thought it was going to be a check for, I sold $20 million and I was on straight 100% commission. So I'm looking at a nice big fat six-figure check. I looked at the check, it was for $1,000. So at this point, I had a couple of drinks, so I didn't know whether to spit on the check or spit in the CEO's face. I did neither, because as we both know, when you do something stupid at a Christmas party, you end up getting fired afterwards. So I just, pulled George aside and I said, "Listen, what's the deal here? Isn't there a couple of zeros missing off this check?" And he was basically hemming and hawing and talking about the economy crashing and the dot-com bubble crashing and all this kind of stuff and how it affected their business, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. This is around 2001. So I basically said to myself, all right, no problem. 6 months later, I was sitting out in my office, feet up on the desk. I had a nice big glass office. Looking out the window, it was a crystal clear blue sky, just nice out, beautiful. I basically said, "I'm done." I walked up, gave George all my DVDs, like all my security stuff, and said, "I'm done." He ran out after me and said, "Oh, I'll give you a bigger expense account, I'll give you a nicer car, I'll give you this, I'll give you that." And I basically said, "George, you should have did that 6 months ago." And I haven't looked back since. So from there,
Peter, sorry to interrupt you. It's just we're getting a few people saying they're just checking the screen is working. Should it still be the picture of Bora Bora on the beach, or have you changed the slide? Or?
I've changed the slide.
Yeah,
So who's seeing what screen?
yeah,
Okay.
we're
Let me try sending it back to you because there might be an issue right now with. Give me one quick second here. Let me try sending it back to you. Okay.
thanks for letting us know, guys. It's really good that you leave your feedback and stuff. So we always have many ears to the ground. Good to see you're all listening.
Just make sure that the play button is on as well when you're sharing your screen. There we go. Now we can see your screen. Good stuff. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Oh, we see a scary man shouting at you, Peter.
Not good.
Not good at all. So that was that. For those of you that are working in the corporate environment now or have worked in the corporate environment in the past, you know what I'm talking about. You're overworked and you're underappreciated. I like to think of it as you're a corporate mushroom. They keep you in the dark and feed you a whole bunch of garbage. And I'm not going to swear in this call because I don't know if Roger's got some, some Christians on the call or whatnot. So I'll keep it kind of tame. So that's that. From there, things got drastically worse. After I left my six-figure income career, I started hopping online. I started working here and there and got a little bit of success, but then everything kind of crashed around me and I lost everything. Shortly thereafter, I found myself homeless. I found myself bankrupt, which is a matter of public record. I'd lost everything. I was sleeping in the Salvation Army for 3 weeks. I was sleeping on a piss-stained cot besides drug addicts and criminals. So I had said to myself, how did I go from six figures to now sleeping on the streets in Canada in the Canadian winter? For those of you that live in Canada, you know how cold it can get. So that's the picture. That's what it was. That was me. And I was too proud to go home and talk to my family and my parents and everything. So I gutted it out. So from there, things, bounced around for about a year or two. And then I saw an ad online. I got back up online again and started making a little bit of money. And then I saw a really killer ad about, how to make money from sitting at your table. I think we've all seen those ads before online, or you've seen them on TV. How to make money from your kitchen table in your underwear. How to make money at your kitchen table drinking coffee. How to make money in your garage, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So that was kind of ad that I saw. And this is one of the ads that I saw. And this is what led me to start to go into SEO, because from SEO, way back in the day, SEO was easy. You could get ranked for anything. So that's kind of where my online path led me, was to the online search engine optimization land. So I started getting really good with SEO, and I got so good to the point where I actually made my first $1 million with SEO for myself personally, not for clients, not for teaching. Then I created a product called Affiliate Punisher, which is still online to this day. When I had launched this product back in 2007, it was one of the best products for SEO. I had literally thousands of people that bought this product that went on to go out and be six-figure income earners. It was all about Web 2.0 and just dominating the search engines, and I could do that like it was nothing. So from there, I basically, after that, I started mentoring people with SEO, because I got that good at it, and it made my first $1 million, the gross, by the way, not net, gross. So that's what I did. But as you know, things change. So roughly around 2009, 2010, everything started getting really, really hardcore with Google. So you can see here they got their little panda and penguin and all their little updates. And these updates, literally, they were the death of literally hundreds of thousands of businesses. So the writing was on the wall for me that Google just wasn't playing around anymore. They were just like, our search results are going to become integrated with pay-per-click, and we're going to get the highest quality search engine results possible, and we're going to clean out all the fluff. Now, I wasn't doing any fluff. I was a very compliant guy. I was aggressive, don't get me wrong, there's a difference, but I wasn't doing anything black hat. So it got to the point where I just couldn't take care of my clients anymore the way I wanted to take care of them. It got harder with so much competition coming online. So I just basically said to myself, I need to go over into paid traffic, because I always wanted to go over to paid traffic anyways, and it was the next logical step for me to go over to paid traffic. So I started moving into paid traffic. So now, present day, this is what paid traffic can do for you. I'm going to talk a little bit about Facebook and what paid traffic can do for you, because at the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, I've been online since 2001, and I've done everything that you can think of to make money online. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I had to start all over again, I would start with paid traffic, and I wouldn't fool around with anything else, because it takes seconds and minutes for you to see something on the screen, to get a result, to get a click, and then to try to convert that click into a lead, and then for a lead into a sale. So that's where I would go if I had to start everything all over again, because it is. Now, when I say it's easy, I'm going to take a step back and say, once you understand the fundamentals and the methodologies for paid advertising, then yes, it gets very easy. There's a lot of stuff online right now that teaches you about paid advertising. For the bulk of it, it's absolutely nonsense. It's untested. I've talked to a lot of people. I've bought a lot of paid traffic products, and I've actually had to go back to a lot of these product owners and say, did you actually test this stuff? And a lot of them said no. It was a private label resell right product that they just, recoded or whatever, and they sold it. So for me, I don't work that way. I have to make sure, because my name is on the line, so I have to make sure that any product that I bring out is stellar, and it's been tested, it's battle tested. I've got students behind it that have tested it. They've got fantastic results before I do any type of launch. So that's a little bit of background on how I operate, so that you understand. So what paid traffic can do for you really is basically, and I'm just going to go through these really quickly because it doesn't really matter about me. We're not here to talk about me. It's about you guys. But what paid traffic can do is literally, it can take you to 4 and 5 and 6-star resorts, 7-star resorts, and it can pay for everything, first class flights all around the world. So this is what I'm able to do. I travel roughly around 8 to 9 months out of the year. I'm traveling, or I'm in some exotic locale. So here we are in the Cayman Islands here, Bahamas. We stayed at the Atlantis. We stayed there for a month. It was absolutely sick, very expensive for those of you that have, if you stayed at the Atlantis in the Bahamas, you know what it is. St. Martin's. Same thing. It's all over the world. I've been to Australia 4 times, so that's some heavy-duty flying. 5-star, 6-star resorts, all paid for by Facebook, all paid for by Google. And I'm going to talk about paid traffic in general, but we're going to focus on Facebook. The beautiful thing about paid traffic is you're able to not only take care of yourself, but you're able to take care of your friends and your family as well. So I've been able to send them all around the world as well. I've been to, right now, presently, I've been to 5 continents, 120 countries, and 71 cities. So I've traveled quite a bit through the power of Facebook. I've also been able to help Fortune 500 companies. For those of you that may know Bicelis Corporation, owned by the Blythe Corporation, these guys, I was able to get into a mastermind group, and they contacted me to help them roll out their Bicelis 90-day challenge. And we did this across Facebook, and this was a good feather in my cap, because this is a multi-deca-billion-dollar company, which is the Blythe Corporation. They're able to contact us and contact myself, and that's Blake Mellon right there on the left. You see me with there, and the whole team. So paid traffic works, and it works with social media like you wouldn't believe. So that's a little bit about myself. I know I speak a little bit fast, but for those of you that are recording, you can always go back and listen to the call. So what we're going to do now is this is where the rubber meets the road. I'm going to get into some content now. I'm going to stop for a quick second, take a glass of water. Roger, Andrew, if you want to chime in for a second and give your little bit of experience as far as where you came from as well, real quick, and then I'll take back the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? When you talk about, Google pay-per-click and all this kind of stuff, and Google just kind of doing a 360, I kind of see that coming a little bit with Facebook. I see Facebook, they IPO'd, and now they want big corporations working with them. So, I see that change happening, and I think a lot of people see that as well. So this is going to be great, guys. We're going to get into a lot of content here. So grab a pen and paper and get ready, because it's going to get real. It's going to be awesome.
Hey guys, again, Roger, brilliant being here. I'm just looking. This is actually one of the record calls. I think you're nearly hitting 1,000 attendees or so already. So I'm really impressed, guys. I'll give you a bit of background of where did Peter meet Foxy as such, and it was pretty interesting. Peter actually bought a guide of mine in 2007, and it was like a $27 ebook with I think it was like a $77 upsell. And he just dropped me a line one day and goes, "Oh, hey, Andrew, my name's Peter. I bought your product. I implemented it and had pretty good results." And I'm like, "Oh, what happened?" He goes, "Well, I bought this house in Canada. It was like, from memory, $500,000. And I just paid cash for a brother. And I just took what you taught me and I implemented that." And I was like, whoa, like a $500,000 testimonial. That was pretty good. So Peter then invited me to his home. I think that's important, guys, because you see so many people saying, "Oh, my best friend. Oh, this guy's a great marketer." Peter and I actually are genuine friends. He invited me to his home in Canada. I stayed there with him for 5 days, 5 nights. We stayed up to about 2 or 3 just talking business, and that's how we devised the DNA Wealth Blueprint. So I think it's important, guys, to know the genuine relationship between us, and that we're both pretty much stand-up guys. Sometimes a little direct and blunt, but hey, most people like that. So Peter, if you're ready, I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a pleasure to first and foremost call you my friend, and then business partner, man. It's been an awesome ride. So let's get into what's going down with Facebook right here. I put this image up here because I'm gonna be all about compliance here. I'm gonna talk to you about. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a super aggressive guy when it comes to Facebook, but I have a rep that's high up in the food chain that steers me around the corners, steers me over the roadblocks, and kind of pulls me back when I'm getting too aggressive. So the one thing I can tell you right now, for those of you that have a rep on Facebook, you better take care of that rep better than you take care of your family if you want to have a thriving, sustaining business on Facebook, because at the end of the day, they will take care of you, because Facebook is looking for advertisers that understand the game. the reason why people are getting their Facebook accounts shut down and they're getting banned is because they're not playing the game. Listen, you're on Facebook's platform. This is the 1,000-pound beast. You've got to walk with their rules. If you don't like it, don't play on their school ground. That's simple. Go somewhere
Are we
else.
supposed to be on this screen again, Peter? Just asking. People are going to start asking again because it hasn't moved since CR.
Which screen are you at?
It says CRTM.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yep. I put that screen up there for a purpose. You notice how you got the copyright, the trademark. Like, you have to play by Facebook's rules. So if you are looking at from an affiliate standpoint, you're looking to do an affiliate run with a branded trademarked product, you better make sure that trademark and that registered trademark and everything is in your funnel as well. So you're not misrepresenting either yourself or the brand that you're trying to be an affiliate product for. This is where 99%, and this is no cliche, this is where 99% of affiliates screw up hard and they drop the ball because they just don't think, because they're trying to promote a registered trademark for the brand, for being an affiliate, that they don't have to put that in there. Yes, you absolutely do have to put that in there. That's what Facebook is looking for. So what does Facebook want? Facebook wants congruency, which means they want from the start of your ad to the end of your funnel to your checkout page, they want everything to make sense. So if you put up an ad in your, if you put up a sponsored ad and it goes to your fan page, and then from your fan page you link out to your blog or to your website, they want that funnel to be congruent. So I'm going to give you a very generic example. If you build a golf ad, sponsored post for golf, you drive it to your fan page for golf, and then from there you drive it to a website that's talking about German Shepherds, because you got a golf you got a golf post on it, but it's a website about dogs. That's not a congruent funnel, and you're going to get in trouble with Facebook because now you're misrepresenting yourself and you're misrepresenting the end user, and they don't want that. So congruency is the game. Everything that you must do has to make sense.
How congruent do you have to be, Peter? So I saw an ad the other day talking about, what body shape are you? And then there were like 3 or 4 different body shapes. And then when you clicked on the ad, it went to, ClickBank offer, like Venus Factor or something like that. Is that congruent because you're talking about in the same market, or is that a big no-no, that account's just going to get shut down?
Well, with the Venus offer, was it going to a VSL? Was it going to an article?
It was going to a VSL. It was.
Yeah. So it all depends on the manual reviewer that looks at the account. They're going to look at the account and say, is this similar? Is this on point?
Right.
So again, your copy on the front end has to really make sense, because when you drive it to that click and it goes to a VSL, it better all make sense. It better be congruent. Now, what I would have done instead of driving it to a VSL is I would have drove it to a blog post on my own blog.
Right.
And I would continue on the conversation, and then from my blog, I would have sent them off, redirected them to the actual VSL. Okay. Because the bottom line is, the second thing that I'm going to talk about is you want to be able to capture and own the data. This is what a lot of people are not doing. So they're just simply doing direct linking. Nothing wrong with direct linking, but there's a whole bunch of other ways that you can do it, because you always want to control the process as much as you possibly can as an affiliate. As a product owner, no problem.
A lot of people are asking, what is a VSL? So it's a video sales letter, guys. So it's just another way of doing a sales letter. Do you find those to work pretty well on Facebook, Peter, after they went to your blog?
Yes, after you built out a funnel before the VSL, yeah, they absolutely do work. But the problem, again, is people don't build out a funnel in front of the VSL. They just drive it direct to the VSL, and Facebook doesn't like that. In some niches, especially in the nutritional niche and the health niche, they don't like that.
Okay. Noted.
So there's some pointers for you guys and girls. And by the way, when I say guys and girls, or I say guys, I'm referring to everybody collectively. So for the ladies on the call, don't think I'm excluding you. I refer to everybody as a big group here. So here's what you can do with Facebook. This is Mike Nelson, one of my students, Dealing with Blueprint 2.0. This was a while back ago. This was actually a couple months ago, but Facebook invited him to give him a $150,000 ad spend line of credit. I already have this. I've had this since February of last year. So you can see I do 6 figures a day on Facebook. That's my spend. Now, let me take a giant step back. Because you get a $150,000 ad spend with Facebook, doesn't mean you got to use that whole entire ad spend. So you really need to have your nuts and bolts, and you do really need to have everything lined up before you start to drop that kind of money. Even if you have a $50,000 a day spend with Facebook, you really have to make sure that your funnels are all dialed in, that your campaign, you know your targeting, you know your avatar, and you have a funnel set up properly and it's built compliantly, because if you screw that up, it's game over for you. So this is the power of what Facebook can do for you once you get to this level. And for those of you that are going to ask, well, how do you get to that level? Well, I'm going to give you the inside secret. It's called consistent daily ad spend. Your consistent daily ad spend goes from $50 to $150 to $500 to $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,500 to $5,000 to $10,000 to $25,000 to $50,000, $75,000, and that's a day. This is called the law of progression. You just don't go from $50 to $150,000 ad spend with Facebook. It doesn't work like that, because they need to look at your whole entire business model. They need to look at your processing history, and they need to make sure that you pay on time, all the time, every time. That's how you go from $50 a day ad spend to 150 grand a day in ad spend. And don't get me wrong, there are other brands out there that have way more line of credit than I do. So I'm still a small fry when it comes to, and there's actually a couple of guys in the UK that have over $250,000 ad spend a day with Facebook. So I'm still a little guppy in the big pool of sharks, believe it or not. But this is the kind of processing power that you can get. Now, as I'm talking to you guys on the line here, I'm dropping little nuggets here, and I'm explaining to you what you need to do to build up your processing power with Facebook. So for those of you that caught that, you understand it's a daily, it's a consistent ad spend. It's making sure you're paying your bills on time. Whenever the Facebook tells you they're coming in to get their money, make sure you have it, and you got to have a really congruent funnel, because that's the only way you're able to scale. You can't just scale without having a good funnel. So keep that in the back of your mind. So this is Mike right here, who just got approved, and this is, like I said, this is a while ago. This is December the 12th, 2014. So Mike, I'm going to tell you a story about Mike later on, but Mike right now is at the point where he's doing $400,000 a month in revenue. So he's just killing it, and he's going to go on to do probably $1 million in about 2 to 3 months from now. So that's something a bit about Facebook. Now, I get a lot of questions about people asking me, well, can we take your information outside of your forum or outside of the Facebook group to share with others? And my answer with Andrew is no. The content that I have built up inside of my group, inside of my forum, would put Facebook to shame. They would actually buy that content out and use it for their own internal processes. This is how tight the process is that I have for Facebook. Now, for those of you that are wondering, what do I do every day to make this kind of money? First of all, let me tell you something right now. I have 80 employees and I have 5 project managers. So I have a massive team. So for those of you that are thinking, well, this guy's full of shit, he can't do all this by himself, you're right. I could never do this all by myself. I don't know anybody that could do this all by themselves. I've built my team out now for over 5 years. So this is why I'm at the point where I'm at. Number one rule of business growth is to build a team. You don't have a team, you got nothing. So let's move on from there, because I'm going to show you exactly what I do and what my team does to really build out our funnels and build everything out. It really boils down to 3 simple steps. And this may be oversimplifying the process for everybody, but hear me out. Everybody on Facebook, all these marketers that I know are trying to make these complex products on Facebook and sell these complex courses and these complex softwares on how to game the system on Facebook and how to do this and how to do that. Look, man, it's very simple. It's traffic, it's an opt-in page with a free bribe, and you're building your list and you're going to make cash. That's it in a nutshell. If you understand this process, which I'm going to break down and I'm going to show you step by step, you understand that process and you follow that process, then you're going to make a whole bunch of cash. Now, my big caveat is, hey, you may not make a dime on this call as I'm going through this process with you, and you may make a whole bunch of money. I don't know. It all depends on you. So let's go into how this actually works, because this is a formula. So if I'm at the point where I'm generating 8 figures, I must have a process and I must have a formula. Like, you have to have some type of a process and a formula and a system put into place for all this to work. Otherwise, it would come crumbling down. So I'm going to explain to you how it works. I love mobile traffic. Mobile traffic is, for me, it is the icing on the cake when it comes to Facebook, because I don't know how many people right now, I'm going to take a quick pause. How many people right now are on their mobile device when it comes to Facebook, when they're using Facebook? Just I'm going to take a quick pause here. Roger, just let me know how many people are saying yes, they use mobile and Facebook.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm on Facebook all the time. You know what? Like, Facebook on mobile has allowed us to never have downtime. You know, where before you could have a minute where you just had nothing to do. Yeah, that does not exist anymore. But yes, so you're saying that you rather advertise on mobile than on desktop. Is that correct?
What I'm saying is mobile is way more profitable and lucrative than desktop.
And is it cheaper? Like, is it still like cheaper when you're looking at your cost per clicks and stuff?
Yes, I'll show you the next slide. You're 10 times ahead of me.
That's awesome. Good. Keep it on your toes.
There we go. So yes, traffic, mobile traffic, that is the game. That's where you want to be. You can get clicks. And now let me stop and say something here now. At the end of the day, what matters is your ad spend and the revenue that you generate from your ad spend, and that means your ROI. That's all that really matters. Okay. So for those of you that are thinking, oh, I got to get sub-penny clicks, or oh, I got to get free clicks, or oh, I got to get 2-cent likes or 5-cent likes, you know what? That's the mindset that you need to get away from. That was old school. It worked. Yes, it in a way it still does work today, but that's not the mindset that you need to go into when it comes to paid traffic. The mindset that you need to go into is your ad campaign spend, the revenue generated from it, and what's your ROI. That's all that matters in this game. So yes, you can get traffic on mobile to this particular point like this, where it's 1 cent cost per click, 1 cent penny clicks, and that's a whole bunch of clicks. That's a whole bunch of actions. Okay. So where does all that traffic go to? Well, let's back up here. This is on your mobile device. Now I'm going to take a quick stop here. Who's looking at this right now? Who can tell me? Why this works? I'm going to see how sharp people are in this call.
No, I think that I'm going to.
Go ahead.
That's funny. Babes, sex babe, someone says. Popular subject. Picture sells. I think it pre-frames what someone wants pretty well, so that even if you're not, saying lose 30 pounds in 3 days type of a thing, people are still clicking, and it's probably the type of people you want to click the ad.
What else? What are people typing in? I'm interested here.
Curiosity, Jen's legs stand out, bikini, emotions, people are bored, so this stuff sells, curiosity. That's what I'm getting, Peter.
All right. Look at the copy itself. This is what Facebook likes. So let me ask you a question. Do you think this copy is engaging? Do you think this copy is compelling? Do you think this copy invokes curiosity?
Absolutely. Absolutely it does.
This is where Facebook is headed for 2015. This is what Facebook wants. They want engagement. They want their users to sit and get involved into your funnel, get deep into your funnel. They want to know what you're going to be doing. What's the result for the end user? This is what they like. Is it a bit borderline? Absolutely. I mean, look at the images there.
Right.
But they like it.
So they would rather you, again, engage. Take notes, guys, because this is serious stuff. If you're looking at Facebook, they want you to engage and create compelling content first. Instead of, where 2 years ago you could just say, lose 30 pounds in 2 days by eating a simple pill, right?
Right, exactly. I mean, if you're a black hat guy or you're, pushing the envelope, that old copy, sure, it's going to work for a couple of weeks here and there. But if you want a long-lasting funnel that's going to work for weeks and months, this is what's working right now, and this is what always will work.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
So what happens now is you guys have probably seen these pages right here. They're CPA style articles type pages, or farticles you might want to call them. This worked in the past. What you need to do with these type of pages now is I've created what's called a content rich product landing page, and it takes this to the actual next level, because I'm going to explain to you the two different elements. And this page actually was out there for a very long time. I've improved upon it, and it works so good that Facebook loves it so much. The reason why it didn't work for a while on Facebook is because it was almost like a fake page. The thing that you need to understand is Facebook is growing. Facebook wants to make sure that you deliver really good content and everything is real. So I break it. You look at the number one right here. This is actually a real live like button. Before, there used to be the fake button, or there used to have code on it. It doesn't do anything. This is real. Number two, all these social images, all these social GIFs, they actually lead to a real live social profile, which before they did not. If you were to click on any one of these links right here, or these social GIFs, they would just go right to the CPA offer, which obviously Facebook doesn't like. So what you do, or what I've done, is I've simply said, and this is just kind of common sense, I just figured this out over testing. I was like, okay, let me build out real social media profiles, real social media properties for everything here, and link it out. And lo and behold, that's what they like. So all these social GIFs here, they all lead to an actual social profile. Okay, so that's what they like.
You're going. You're going a little faster. So guys, take this down. When you're creating your pages, your pre-sale pages, or your pages like this, they want it to be a real website, not just a damn article, and and it leads to a sale. So what Peter is saying here is they love social on these pages. It just makes them look 10 times better and real, right? So that's a big point. I never thought of that. That's awesome.
Thank you. And then all your navigational links up here, where you see where my cursor is scrolling, all these navigational links are real navigational links. So they actually go to another part of the content rich product landing page. It's an actual whole page in itself. So that's what Facebook likes. Before, with the old CPA style pages, if you click on one of these navigational links, it'll go straight to either the CPA offer, or if you click it, it'll just still stay on the same page. Facebook don't like that, because that's deceptive.
Gotcha.
So this is how you build your list. So if you guys are paying attention, so it's traffic. It goes to your content rich product landing page, and I have opt-ins on this as well, and I have mechanisms set up for people to capture their data. And then from what happens here is they get redirected to the advertiser's offer, and I still collect the data, because it's very important that you actually build your own list. And this is what happens when you build your own list. So as you can see here, this is from November to December of last year, 2014. This is the power of how you build your list. This is the power of how you sell CPA products. This is massive, right? And this is just one product. This is just one vertical. Okay, that's how the process is. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how do you do this and how do you win big money? Okay, here it is in a nutshell. This is taken right from Facebook itself, and I've broken this process down, and this is what I've used inside of my own marketing, and this is what I teach my students, because this is a good starting point. but there's lots of nuances in here that Facebook doesn't tell you about. So I've broken this down. You see all the copy here. I'm going to go over all this stuff right here so that you understand this. Now, I'm going to go over it kind of quickly because those of you that are live, I appreciate that. I appreciate that you're here on the call right now. Those of you that are going to be on replay, you get it. So here's how this works. I like to run my campaigns click the websites, and the reason why I like to run clicks the website is because I want to be able to own the data. I want to be able to build on my platform. It's okay to build on Facebook's platform. There's nothing wrong with it, but I like to build on my platform as well. I like to use Facebook as a gateway and get as much traffic off of Facebook as possible, and I do that with creating a funnel. Okay? So I don't know why that keeps popping up. So let me stop right now. Roger, are there any questions? I might be losing somebody here, losing somebody there. Let me know because I might speak a little bit too fast sometimes.
No, that's fine. So basically, when you're picking out, where, because it says, you can either do clicks to websites, impression, things like that. When you're setting up your Facebook ads, you're saying clicks to website is your preferred way of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
now it all works. I'm on a different scale right now, so this is what I prefer. For those of you that are just starting out or you're intermediate, there's other processes for you to use that will work just as good. When you get to this point, click the website, you really have to have a really good refined funnel. You really have to know what you're doing. So because you're spending a lot of money, your clicks are going to be a little bit higher because you're going up at Facebook immediately. So you have to understand your funnel. You have to understand your game. That's all I'm saying. So for those of you that are just starting out or intermediate, don't worry about it. There's other processes that work just as well. You can still drive traffic right to a fan page, from your fan page, take them wherever you want, and still make money. It still works.
awesome stuff.
So I have a whole bunch of content here, so I'm going to go over this really quickly. Basically, what you want to do is you want to make sure you maximize one variable inside of each ad placement before you're ready to scale your campaigns. This is the simplest way that I can explain it to you. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you find a winning headline. You want to make sure you find a winning image. You want to make sure you find a winning body copy, which is your ad copy. You want to make sure you have a winning call to action. You want to make sure you have one interest inside of your group, because if you put in 10 or 15 different types of interest, you're not going to go anywhere. What you tell Facebook is basically you don't understand your market, you don't understand your targeting, and you're forcing them to find it for you, figure it out for you, which isn't the thing that you want to do. So you want to make sure that you have one interest inside of each ad. Okay, that's it. Once you find the winning combination for everything, then you take that out, you build a new ad set again, build new ads, and then this time it's optimized. So you can go, if you're going cost per click, you can still go cost per click, but then you can switch it over to optimize cost per impression, because now you let Facebook start to optimize your whole entire flow for you, which is what they want to do, which is actually better. Okay. So let me go into a little bit about what really works when it comes to your daily budget and your targeting audience. By the way, what I'm doing here is I'm actually showing you guys stuff that's actually inside of the course that Andrew and I have developed that students are seeing a lot of success with. But I felt that it's very important to give you some content on Facebook and what's changing. Before I get into this, Roger, you'd asked me to talk about what the big changes are in Facebook. So I'm going to talk about that first. The big changes right now. Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's exactly what I was waiting for. Go for it.
Okay. So one of the biggest changes on Facebook right now for 2015 is they have now just instituted what's called a quality score for your ads manager account. Some of you may have it. A lot of you may not. It's being rolled out shortly. What it basically is, it's going to tell you your ads, it's going to tell you whether or not your ads are, they have a good quality score or they got a crappy quality score. And it's going to go from 1 to 10. So that's being introduced shortly into Facebook, and this is actually a good thing for you because it's going to help you look at your campaigns, and it's going to help you to know why people are hiding your ads or clicking off on your ads, or they're complaining about your ads, because you're going to be able to see it in your ads manager. I didn't get a chance to take a screenshot of it because I was in such a rush to put this together. So for those of you that might log into your ads manager account, you may see it's going to be ad quality score or ad relevance. So they're basically looking at all your campaigns, all your copy, and they're going to give you a score from 1 to 10. So this is really good. This is really exciting. This is for the good advertisers, because this is going to help you really start to refine all your other existing campaigns. So when you start to see scores of like 1 or 2 or 3 in your campaigns, that tells you that, okay, people are clicking off on your ads, they're complaining about your ads. This is going to set you up for not getting your account banned, but you're going to, if you don't start to correct actions within your account, Facebook's going to look at you and they're going to say, well, we're trying to help you here. We've given you a ad score platform that's showing you the relevance of your ads, how relevant they are to the community, and you're not following it. So that tells us that you don't care about your account. So why should we care about your account? So that's coming down the platform. That's very important. So you guys will see it shortly in the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks. Take it to heart. Look at it. It's one metric. Don't get me wrong. It's one metric to gauge your accounts by, but it's a very important metric. It's going to tell you what's going on, why people are liking your ads or why they're not liking your ads. So follow it. The next thing that's really big coming down on Facebook is they've just changed all their privacy policies in terms of services. So for those of you that don't have the link, it's very easy to find when you go to Facebook. Just scroll down to the bottom of the page and look at ad guidelines in TOS, terms of services. They've changed everything. The whole entire game has changed. So basically, they're looking for quality advertisers in a nutshell. It's a big read. I'll break it down for you. You have to be a quality advertiser. You have to make sure that your ad campaigns, your ad copy is engaging, it's compelling, and it's helping out the end user. It's giving the end user something to do. So you're engaging with them. You have to make sure that when you build out your fan pages, if you're using fan pages as part of your marketing strategy, that your fan pages have content on them. They're real fan pages, so that means you have to fill everything out. You can't just set up a fan page anymore and have one post on it or 2 posts on it and start driving traffic to it and thinking that you're going to take advantage of Facebook. That is not going to work. You're going to incur high cost for doing that because Facebook is going to punish you. So in a nutshell, when you build out new fan pages, now your question is probably going to be, well, how many posts should I build out? You know what? If you can build out 10 good quality posts on your fan page, you'll be okay. What do I mean by 10 good quality posts on your fan page? Well, something with some content on it, an engaging infographic with some content underneath it. If you want to build out 3 or 4 paragraphs of good quality content that's going to pre-framed and pre-qualifying for the ad that you drove people to, so they're hitting your page post engagement, which is where you're driving people to. It's got to have good quality content on it. So that's what you need to look at as far as a fan page. You just have to have good quality content. So memes with some text in it, yes, they still work, but you need to have your thinking cap on when you're using memes and putting text in the memes or the images with text in them. They have to really say something. Depending if you're selling something. If you're not selling something, you're building out a vanity fan page, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're a business owner or you're a small business owner or you're e-commerce, then everything that you do has to be with a purpose, okay? So I'm going to get into really this is the formula for hitting your daily budget and how to hit your target audience. This is part of the formula that I figured out. In upwards of 7 figures of ad spend. So it's basically, if you want to spread things out, so here it is right in a nutshell. If you want to hit your ideal target audience and you want to hit your full daily budget, you need to have a click-through rate of more than 1%, and you need to spread out your whole entire budget across 3 campaigns 3 ad sets, and 5 ads per set. So here's what it looks like in a nutshell. Remember how we talked about winning headline, winning image, winning body copy, winning everything? Well, you take all those winning metrics, and that's how you build out a new campaign, and that's how you build out new ads into your ad sets. So when you're testing, you're going to build out 3 campaigns, 3 ad sets, and then 5 ads per set. That is the formula for you to be able to hit your maximum target audience with your maximum daily budget. Now, if you're going to ask me, well, what happens from spending $50 a day? Well, you simply have to break down the math to figure out for you to scale to hit your maximum audience with $50 ad spend. If your ad spend, if your budget, is $1,000 a day, well, you simply have to break down the math to figure out what you need to do for each campaign. Very simple. Okay. Now, here's the thing that you shouldn't do. If you're going to spread out more than 3 to 5 times your daily spend outside of your 3 campaigns, what happens is it looks to Facebook like you're trying to spam your target audience. So if you're trying to hit 500,000 people or 1 million people, and you want to spread out more than 3 to 5 times your daily spend, what happens with Facebook is, why is this person trying to hit their whole entire audience in one day? Or why is this person trying to hit their whole entire audience all at once? Facebook doesn't like you to do that. Facebook wants you to warm up your audience and warm up your campaigns. So that means instead of spending your whole entire ad budget all at once, you should spend 50% of it to warm up your campaigns. Get your campaign warmed up, get some traffic going into your campaigns, and then once you start to see some good metrics, then you start to increase your budget, and then you start to increase everything so that you're hitting your whole entire audience. And I go into this in depth in video format. I'm just giving you the overall 300-mile high view of what you need to do for your daily budget and your target audience. The next thing you need to understand is, when is the best time to actually start your campaigns? So here it is in a nutshell. This is tested again, literally over 7 figures, and I've had students that have tested it and clients that have tested it as well. The best time for you to start your campaign, any campaign on Facebook, is in your time zone, is at 8 o'clock in the morning. So what this means is, if you build a campaign and you press the button for it to get reviewed, you need to pause that campaign, because you don't want to light that campaign up right away. You know, your campaign, especially if it's in the middle of the day, you've started the campaign, you need to pause that campaign. And you want to start the next day at 8 o'clock in the morning. Facebook has an internal clock. So once you start your campaign, you go on the internal clock of Facebook, and what happens is you start to get your traffic from that particular point. So let me break this down for you. Let's say you're in California, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you built out a new campaign, and you press submit to get your campaign live. If it gets approved within 3 or 4 minutes, and you want to get your traffic flow, what's going to happen is you're going to burn through a whole bunch of your budget, and you're not going to get a whole bunch of quality traffic, because you're forcing Facebook to burn that spend, or to spend that money, right, to deliver that traffic. So rather than you doing that, you're going to get some traffic in there that's not qualified, the traffic that you don't want. So rather than that happening, once you get your campaign approved, go ahead, Roger.
I did this, but it was like at 10 o'clock at night once, and it was a mobile campaign. That's how I learned this, what you're talking about. It ate up, I think, like $1,000 in 2 hours. Like, guys, this is a huge lesson. If you just learned that today, is you need to time this stuff out, because Facebook, they love to spend your money. And if you do this the wrong time of day, they'll eat you up, man. And you don't get good stats. It's pure crap traffic. It's not the best.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. This one golden nugget I've shared with a couple of high-level marketers saved them tens of thousands of dollars a day on Facebook, because they were doing it because they couldn't figure it out. They're literally 20 minutes, boom, spend was gone. They were like, what the hell? And they didn't see anything. They got junk, crappy traffic. So understand what I'm trying to explain to you right here, right now, is get your campaigns approved, pause them. Start them up in the morning. So if they start roughly around 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, that's perfect because you're going to get a consistent flow of traffic throughout the course of the day, and it's going to be good, high quality traffic. So that's the golden nugget right there in Module 1. Now, again, I go into this in depth like you wouldn't believe. This is a crazy module. It's hardcore. Just this one module alone, people have made tens of thousands of dollars in course correction and ad correction, saved themselves a whole bunch of money. So I talk about native advertising as well within the course that I have with Andrew. Native advertising, it's where it's at with Facebook. You saw a little bit of it in a few slides previous. This is ultimately what you want to do is you want to be able to bury content, your advertising message inside of content. That's what native advertising is. Now, for me to go into it in full depth, we'd be here all night. The bottom line is you've got to make sure that your content on mobile or on desktop, you've got to make sure that if you're going to try to force the click right away, you've got to embed content inside of the click to get people to click through, if that makes sense. So let me rephrase that. The content that you put, it has to look like an article. It has to look like actual content, but it can be disguised with your advertising embedded inside of the content as well. That's what native advertising is. And I'm going to show you another little example of it. This is native advertising right here. So look at the copy. I'm going to give you a second to look at the copy. And I'm going to let you post in the chat box there to see why it works. Tell me why you think this works. This is native advertising at its finest. Roger, you let me know when there's some comments in there.
Yeah, someone, Clint is saying it's not really salesy, so you don't feel like you're going to be sold something. Infotainment, healthy-looking food, curiosity, picking questions that entice, which, I mean, and it's something that, everyone goes through. You buy, we just bought salad, and, it's already gone. It should be good for another 3 days. So it's like, hell, what's going on? Why is this happening? So it's inquisitive. It blends into the feed. It doesn't look like an ad. It's almost like a news article, says someone. And while I'm asking these questions, are you guys getting value here today? Give me a big yes in the chat box if Peter is showing you like his exact campaigns and everything he's doing. I know some of it might be a little advanced for you guys, but again, we just want to share with you guys what's working, right now. Peter, that seems to be the answers I'm getting, and like 5 million yeses here in the chat box. So yes.
Okay, solid. The thing that you have to understand is when you're designing your ad copy, you've really got to make it feel personal and make it feel newsworthy. So that's why I put in my ad copy here. I say stuff like, "Read this powerful article now," and you know what I mean. So when you start dropping psychological triggers inside of your ad copy like that, that's what hooks your reader because they actually think they're reading, an article, and it's powerful. So it drops their buying defenses and it gets them ready for the sale. It gets them ready for the click.
Here's a question that I think, someone says, what if you're a dentist or a supermarket or, is this just for affiliate offers? No, it's not. Guys, you could have an article about why, 9 out of 10, dentist office overcharge and what you can do about it. Like it's content marketing, right? You just have to think of the angle and create it, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. It works in literally every industry, every genre. It's all content marketing. Educational marketing will always outsell and outperform information-based marketing as far as selling, and that's a fact. If you educate your end user first, you will pre-qualify them, you will pre-frame them, and then they're ready for the sale. This is what happens.
Makes sense.
This is what happens when they read the sponsored post. This is native advertising. This is where it takes them. It takes them to my content-rich product landing page /blog. This is what I've had to redesign now for Facebook to like. I'm going to go over this really quickly so that you see it. So from here, remember what I said at the beginning of the presentation. What does Facebook care about? What do they want? They want congruency. They want the funnel to make sense from ad to landing page, or from ad to page post engagement to landing page, from ad to fan page to website. The funnel has to make sense. So if you look at the copy here and you look at my advert, look at where I take them. Right? I'm carrying on the conversation. This is the article that I promised them, and it's a powerful article. Right? This is what works. If you look at here, number one, I carry on the conversation from my advert. Number two, I give them steps to follow. People like to be told what to do. They like steps. So you look at here at the very bottom, you see step one, you see step two. This is actually where I embed my CPA offer. Now you notice here that I don't put a big giant banner that says CPA. It's actually just a hypertext, a simple little click, and it tells them what to do. And if you look at the embedding, if you look at the persuasive message that I put for people to click on, you see why it works. This right here is not a CPA banner. This is part of the blog. This is part of the actual advert itself. So it's not a big, giant, blinking banner that says, click me, click here, right? This is what works. Number four, if you look at number three right here, this also is one of my CPA offers. But the thing is when somebody clicks here, they don't go to the advertiser's site. When somebody clicks here, they go to another part of the blog, or the content-rich product landing page, which is a full-blown article once again. So I'm carrying on the funnel. And all these links right here, which says recent post, number 4, these are all links as well to high-quality content. This is what Facebook likes. This is a real live blog. So all these navigational links up here, home, food and fitness, food and health, top recommended supplements, about us, contact us, all this is all live navigational links. This is what Facebook likes to see. They want to see a blog. They want to see content on a blog. They don't care if you sell on your blog, but they want to see content. That's the key. That's what's working. And it's so simple. People try to make things very complex. I tried to make it complex until I started testing all this stuff, and then now I know what works and what's been working literally since last April for me. So how many months is that? April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, now going into 11 months of what works and what's crushing it, and what my students are doing, and they're killing it. Again, this is stuff that when you do it right, and to answer your question, Roger, yes, desktop is alive and kicking. I love desktop, but I also, I love mobile. Mobile rocks, right? So you need tracking software put into place. If you want to do native advertising, and you want to be tracking on native advertising, and these are the 3 services that you really want to start to look at as far as native advertising, because these 3 services rock. It's Brain.com, Sharethrough.com, and Respond.com. These are the 3 companies that you want to use when it comes to native advertising and tracking. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because there's a whole bunch of content here that I really want to get into. So module 3 of what I offer inside of my course is how to go from 0 to well over 100K a day with all the big websites. I'm going to really keep it simple for you guys, because I'm not a really complex guy. I don't like to get complex. You need to really concentrate on one big massive niche, and then you need to drive down to that niche, and then you need to go wide. So if your niche, again, I'm going to be generic. If your niche is golfing, you need to drive down into that niche. So golfing for women, left-handed power swing, that's what you do. That's how you spread out. This is one niche that you need to get into. The thing that people screw up in is they try to go into 10 to 12 or 13 different niches, and they don't make any money. You focus in on one niche first, a massive, big niche that has high disposable income tendencies, which i.e. golf does, or i.e. health and fitness, or i.e. bodybuilding, or i.e. health and nutrition. You need to go into the big niches where people spend money like crazy. That is the path of least resistance, okay? And then you need to focus on one traffic source. If you cannot master one traffic source first and scale it to tens of thousands of dollars a day and use one monetization method, there's no sense you trying to go to 4 or 5 different traffic sources, because you need to master one first. When you master one traffic source first and you have the best creatives and the best landing pages, the best copy, then you need to take everything that you've learned from that traffic source, your whole entire campaign, and test it in small doses really quickly on other traffic sources, get it to convert, and then scale it out. That is the trick. That is the key to how you go from $50 a day to $50,000 a day and above and beyond. Sorry. Module 4 inside of the course is I go over the exact process. This is broken down step by step, and this is how you break out to $100,000 days. This is a process that I've literally, this is over 7 figures of ad spend. This is how I've broken down everything. This one module alone, a lot of students have come back and said they finally found the missing key to the puzzle for how to build out Facebook campaigns, because you can see here how I've broken it down. This is very intense. I think this module that I created is about 45 minutes, and it goes right into exactly what you need to do step by step. So you can see the power here of exactly what you need to do to build out a campaign, how to manage your Facebook campaigns, and how to scale your campaigns. Module 5, I go into hardcore insurance money. There's a lot of niches out there that are highly profitable on Facebook, and you can run this amount of traffic on Facebook. Insurance is one of them. A lot of people run as an affiliate insurance offers. They run them actually black hat, and they run them wrong, and they get their accounts banned and whatnot. I'm going to show you, this is the case study of how you run in the insurance niche compliantly, how you run properly, and how you make it very, very, very profitable. This campaign has been running for months and months and months on Facebook, into the 6 figures. So it's highly, highly, highly profitable for me. The one thing I'm going to tell you, actually there's a couple things I'm going to tell you. You need to go and get a branded URL. So if you are planning on running as an affiliate, so we're going to talk about an affiliate for a second. If you're planning on running as an affiliate, go out and spend the $2, the $5, the $9, whatever it costs to get a domain name. You need to brand that domain name for your affiliate product. That's what Facebook wants to see. They want to see an actual legit domain name. Don't be running bit.ly.com or bit.ly/link, or running short links like Google or whatever. Like, you need to go get a branded URL. For Facebook to take you seriously and to not look at your account in a fashion that says, well, we're not too sure about this character, go and get yourself a branded URL. As you can see here, how I did my targeting here. I'm going to go over this really quickly because this is a really good case study, but it's inside of the course. It rocks. You can take everything inside of this and go to any other insurance niche. You can take this offline and go to any insurance company, and you can say to them, hey, if I was to send you 15 to 20 extra insurance leads a month, what would that be worth to your business? And guess what the insurance company will say to you? Because they know what leads are worth to them. They know that the lifetime visitor value of what an insurance lead is worth to them is literally into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you could use Facebook to drive insurance leads, fresh insurance leads, and bring them to an offline company, there is a 6 to 7 figure business right there for yourself. And I have students doing that. So just keep that in the back of your mind when the question was asked, well, does this work for offline stuff? Absolutely. So this is what the content-rich product landing page / blog looks like for this module. And if you're looking and you're saying, well, that's dirt ugly, guess what? It doesn't matter if it's dirt ugly. What matters is it works. What matters is Facebook approved it, Facebook likes it. That's all I care about. The worst thing that you can do is make a beautiful blog that's got all the bells and whistles on it, and it doesn't do jack. It doesn't convert. This is what works. I'm going to show you what works again. Number one, when you look up here, all these social profiles, they're real live social profiles. Number two, I have a call center set up. So if somebody wants to call this phone number there, that's an actual real live number that's going to go to a call center that specializes in closing insurance leads. Number three, right down here, when you see the insurance categories, same thing. Each and every one of these categories here is a real live content rich post, real live articles. That's what works. These are some of the pictures and some of the images that work in this particular niche, and you can see why they work, and then you can wrap your copy around these particular types of images. You can go from one extreme in the insurance industry, which is why did I let my policy lapse, which tons of people do. I cannot believe when I did the research in the insurance industry, and insurance niche, and called a couple of insurance companies, how many people let their policy. Imagine developing a campaign on Facebook that has this type of copy in it, and imagine why I get the clicks that I get, because this happens to people. This is real life. And then you can go to your next other extreme of the spectrum, which is everyone's close together, the family's close together, and that works as well. Those images work like gangbusters on Facebook for the insurance niche. Module 6 that I get into here is webinars on autopilot. For those of you that are on a call, maybe a lot of you like doing webinars. I know Roger loves to do webinars, so he might get a big kick out of this one here. Andrew and I have done this to the tune of, I don't even know how much, Andrew. Andrew, you still on the call? Like, how much have we done with webinars? Like, just shortly, briefly.
Oh, hi, Peter. Well, we got a testimonial in about a week ago from Greg Davis. Just with one joint venture partner, we'd done, I think Greg said, close to $300,000 in revenue just with one partner. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we kill webinars, we crush webinars, and I actually forced Andrew to develop a little mini product for my actual for my module number 6, because people wanted to see, well, what is the step-by-step process? Because I gave them the Facebook stuff, and I showed them how to do it step by step, how to build everything out. Andrew just he actually bent over backwards, and he built out a stellar product, step-by-step webinar product that literally, I mean, he could sell it for thousands of dollars, and he would get it all day long. But the bottom line is, if you want to run webinars on Facebook, when you watch this module here, you're going to know how to do it. We run webinars into the 6 figures from Facebook, and this is how we do it. So I go over this really quickly again in another niche market, and the thing that kills me is people don't like selling to women. I don't get it. Entrepreneurial women business owners, female business owners are such a highly lucrative market. I can't believe people are not tapping into them. So I went into this market and I tapped into it. I'm not the face of the market. I have a female partner that's the face of the market, and she kills it. She kills it. So I go over exactly what works for running webinars to 6 figures and literally on autopilot, because all you need to do is set up your campaigns, literally monitor them a little bit here and there, and then let them run, and they'll run. It's a funnel that runs every month. Okay. Module 7, I decided to put Module 7 together for people that are, very aggressive like myself. This is a high-risk credit report offer. This is one of the markets on Facebook that Facebook hates. They hate the credit report market. A lot of affiliates do black hat. They screw it up. But I decided to lay down a gauntlet, and I walked into this market highly compliantly. I talked to my Facebook advertising rep first, and they basically said, well, it's kind of edgy. What are you going to do? So what I did is I showed them a mirror product that I wanted to promote, that I wasn't actually promoting, but it was a mirror product, was similar. And I said, look, here's the funnel. Here's how I'm going to set this up. Here's the content that I'm going to put together. Here's how I'm going to run the campaign. And they said, well, I got the unofficial, well, it's okay, but it's a little bit edgy. I really can't protect you if stuff happens, but try it, see what happens. So I said to myself, you can run these offers compliantly if you do it compliantly, and here it is, running compliantly on Facebook. So when you look at this module here, you're going to see, now here's my caveat. I don't expect you guys to go into the credit report and niche, because 9 out of 10 of you will get your account shut down, and that's just a fact. Facebook hates this kind of stuff. So the only reason why I put this module together was a couple people dared me to do it. They said I couldn't do it. They said I was pushing the envelope. I did it, and I just left it there. I want you if you become part of our family today, I want you to look at this module, and I want you to take the methodologies in the module, take the strategies, take the methodologies, and bring them over into another niche. If you do that, you'll kill it, you'll crush it. And I don't hate using those type of words, but honestly, that's what's going to happen, because this module is so advanced, because the offer is such a high risk offer, but that it works. Okay. This is where it goes. So this is the ad. You see my targeting. You see what's going on with my metrics. This is where the ad goes. This is where I send them. Once again, they go to a content-rich product landing page / hybrid blog. This is what it is now. This is what's working. So at the end of the day, if you get nothing else from this call, know that when you drive an ad from Facebook, send it to your blog. That's it. Simple. Go out and build a real live blog, send them to your blog, put an opt-in form on your blog, have terms and service, privacy policy, email policy if you're collecting leads. Facebook wants to know exactly what you're doing with the leads. They want to know how you're disseminating that information. Make sure you have it in your terms and services on your blog. You have an email policy of what you're doing with the information. That's what they want to see. And make sure your links are visible. Don't hide them. Don't put them in a different font down at the bottom of the page where Facebook can't see it, or Google Display or Google reviewers can't see it, or AdWords can't see it. Don't do any of that shady stuff. Put it where people can see it. Module 8, I go into competitive data. This module is a fantastic module. It basically, I'm going to tell you right now, I use AdBeat. AdBeat is a superior weapon. Mike Coella, the founder of AdBeat, good friend of mine. Without this tool, you do not go to 7 figures. It's that simple. If you don't have AdBeat to sniff out what your super affiliates are doing and super publishers, super pubs are doing, especially with CPA, you're not going anywhere in the marketplace. This will tell you exactly what's going on. This will tell you how to build out your whole entire marketing campaign, your media buy campaign, and then you simply just put the dots together and you follow it. This is what I do, what my team does day in and day out. Module 9, I go over images that work on Facebook, and it's a pretty self-explanatory module. It's a quick, short little module, but use this. People tell me that they can't get their ads approved when they use video ads because the video ad button is fake or whatever. Well, this is how you do it. This is how you get your ad approved. Module 10, I go into a different case study about insurance, and this is a UK offer. So I do a generic offer and I do an international offer so that you get to see both sides of the coin. And I go through everything step by step, from how I find the market, how do I find the offer. I run through everything with you. So you just take this one module. If you're a beginner, if you've never run a Facebook ad before, even if you're intermediate, look at this one module, and this one module will get you going. And then in Module 11, I go into how to do a profitable mobile media buy. I walk through the process of how to do a profitable mobile media buy, so there is no mistake, there is no misunderstanding. You finally get it, and you finally start rocking and rolling. And then I show you the CPA process flowchart. I show you how to run a CPA offer like a champ. I show you what works, what doesn't work. Literally follow this module. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there in CPA. I break it down for you short and quick and simple and easy so that you understand it, so you get going. Now, I've been rambling here, and you're probably thinking, well, this guy, I probably do believe him. I don't know if I believe him, this and that. Well, there's lots of other guys talking about Facebook, talking smack, blah, 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 blah. You know what? It's not about me. It's not about Andrew. I put together a system and a process. The bottom line is there a system or a process that anybody can follow to get results? It doesn't matter what the guru, quote unquote guru, does, or the guru's friends or whatever. Can the everyday average Joe or Jane follow the system and get results? Well, here you go right here. This is the thing that separates myself and Andrew is we don't hide anything. I'm a 100% transparent guy. You're not going to see everything I show you is transparent. I don't show you fake people or write up fake names or Photoshop shit. I don't do any of that stuff. Like, this guy is on Facebook. You want to go contact him? Go contact him. He's one of our Facebook students. This guy, we took him from 0 to 500K in less than 11 months. You can read the testimonial there. All right? This guy was on the verge of almost committing, literally taking his life. He was that despondent. He was down and out. It was literally, when you watch his case study and you listen to him on YouTube, you might shed a tear. This is how much we have impacted this guy's life. Here's another one of my students here. Again, right on Facebook. You can check him out. I have nothing to hide. I stand behind, my students stand in front of me. I'm the guy behind the scenes now. It doesn't matter about me. I have nothing more to prove. I help out my students, and they get fantastic results. 233K in 22 days. And when you see the niche that this guy is in, you're going to fall off your chair. I can tell you right now, it's well, I'll let him tell you, but I'll give you a little hint. Roger's got one that's 16 months old, so you can figure out the niche that he's in. This one here, Mike Bontempo, another guy. He's one of literally now he's 9 students that I've taken to over $1 million in less than a year on Facebook. This guy's cracked $1 million in 6 months. He's gone way past that now. Super nice guy, Mike Bontempo. A lot of you know him. He's got his own product out. This guy is sharp. I sit down and I talk with him all the time now. I'm so happy for him. This another guy here, Joe Velez from Tooth. When Joe got in contact with me, he was stalled on Facebook. He was only doing $5,000 a day. He couldn't crack the plateau. He couldn't figure it out. Couldn't do any more ad spend. So I helped him out, worked with him. And Joe has since literally tripled this. He's gone way past this. This is Joe's a beast. That's all I got to say. Here's another one here, Agent Negleto. He's gone from his campaigns went from 50% ROI to well over 800% ROI, which is staggering. So, and he's given me a couple of the video testimonials. You can find them on YouTube as well. So, fantastic guy. This guy, Chris here, the bottom line is I'm trying to show you guys is it's not about me anymore. Don't care about me. Don't worry about me. Does the system and the process work? Does DNA Wealth Blueprint 2.0 work? The answer is absolutely yes. These guys, CPA stuff, you know, from 45 cents to well over $1.50 EPC, which is massive. He's gone on and since tripled what he's doing here. So the big thing that scares a lot of people with CPA is, how do I get approved? What do I say to a CPA network? How do I position myself? You know, this is where everybody kind of drops the ball and they kind of falter and they fail. What I did one day is I picked up the phone. I contacted a CPA network that I have no affiliation with. I have no relationship with them. I sat there on a call with them for about 15 minutes, and I basically said, I got to the point where at the end of the call, not only did they give me a higher payout, they gave me a whole bunch of goodies. They gave me exclusivity on a deal, and this is without even driving a single click to their offer. So, and inside of the form that I have here, I've already had a couple of students that have used this call, taken out the strategies and methodologies, and they've gone on and they've got approved their networks and they're making a whole bunch of money. So again, does DNA Wealth Blueprint 2.0 work? Absolutely. So inside here is the forum that we have here. This is a closely guarded forum. Here are the 3 things that matter in Facebook in 2015. And the reason why I highlighted this is because this is super important. If you get these 3 things right when you're dealing with Facebook for 2015, you will not have any problems with Facebook. We concentrate on campaign ads and ad copy, which I've been talking about. We concentrate on Facebook accounts and compliance because I'm a 100% compliant guy. I know there's people out there that to this day they still say, "Wow, like you're 100% compliant." Yeah. I'm super aggressive. Don't get me wrong. I'm very aggressive. But like I say, I know when to dial it back. But I don't do any black hat stuff. I don't need to. And don't get me wrong. I got guys in my mastermind group that are super black hat, and I love them to death. It's just there's 2 different ways to wealth. So, and then we do split testing. Those 3 things, if you get those 3 things right, and moving into 2015 on Facebook with Facebook, you are going to be far ahead of the game. And like I say, the content that's inside of this forum right now, if I was to open up the doors and give it to my Facebook rep, I guarantee you somebody from Facebook would say, you know what, we want to grab some of this content and use it for our own internal procedures. That's how great the content is inside of this course. Okay, so I'm done. I'd like to thank you very much for hanging with me on the call. It was a pleasure to sit here and talk with you guys and girls to give you some information. I'm going to pass it on to Andrew and Roger now, and those guys got something all lined up for you that's really special. So thank you very much for your time.
Awesome stuff, guys. We've got a couple of other things that we'd like to share with you. So Andrew, do you have the screen? There we go.
Yeah, I got the screen. Can you see it okay, guys? Okay, just on the screen there if you can see it, guys.
Yeah, we can all see it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so
yep, it's good.
Roger, I'll be very honest with your crowd. I speak from both myself and Peter. Obviously, in the internet marketing world, people scream at you to buy courses and bribes and do all that. And Peter and I don't operate that way. We like to just educate your customers, and you can kind of tell from talking from Peter. He's actually a very humble guy, Roger, but you know, Peter's doing over 50 million a year, so he knows his stuff inside out, and he just likes to. He's a content guy first. I'll deliver content, and then we'll just let people make up their minds. So. I mean, Roger, is that cool? You guys, we're not like we're a non-hype, we're a non-pressure organization. We're going to give you an opportunity, a time-sensitive opportunity, and if you want to come on board, we'll welcome you with open arms. But we'd like to, illustrate that point. We're not these snake oil salesmen. So does that sound good with you, Roger?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what we can do. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'll take you through the page in a minute, and I'm just going to put this full screen. So there's a special link on the page now. First of all, DNAWealthBlueprint.com, we do not sell this publicly, okay, guys, because we're very controlling about the members that we let in, okay? Because we take in batches of customers at a time. We work with the customers. We work with them in the forum. We like to keep a close grip on our customers, and we don't flood, we have very limited numbers. So at the minute, here's the link, DNAWealthBlueprint.com/Barry. If you go to DNAWealthBlueprint.com, you will see sold out. You cannot get this course anywhere else at the time, guys. So it's only for Roger and Barry's customers. Again, we only agreed to do this call initially because we heard great things about Roger and Barry, and he said, look, my customers love Facebook, and they love great training. So that's why we agreed this was a suitable fit for his customers. Now, guys, obviously, we do want to incentivize you, but like we said, we're not going to put this wild pressure on you. So here's our offer. The first 50 people, okay, will get a $1,000 discount, okay? And not only that, okay, you're also going to get 3 spectacular bonuses. In fact, I actually just added the third bonus literally 20 minutes ago. The first bonus is a private video call with a guy called Com Mirza, who is both my mentor and Peter's mentor. Com is worth over $500 million. That's a net worth. To give you an idea, guys, if you look up Will Smith, his net worth is like $220 million. So this guy's net worth is over twice that. Okay, Com's a great friend of mine, a great mentor, and I was holding a product launch workshop in San Diego, $5,000 ahead, and I picked up my cell phone in my hand and I called Com and said, Com, could you do a call for the group for 30 minutes? And I think the call went on 30, 40 minutes, and literally that call, I've priced at least a $2,000 value. But guys, if you had 40 minutes to speak with a guy worth $500 million, how much is that worth to you? The second one is I also made a call to Peter, and we dissect people's businesses live on the calls. So we're going to give you those 2 calls included in this package, and it's the first 50 people only. And as well as that, guys, okay? So if you remember, Peter touched on the webinar module, and he basically said that I ended up creating this extra module. Well, we just created this extra module, which is now for sale for $1,000, okay? Webinar Millions by Andrew Fox. And this is my step-by-step system of how we run webinars, how we get the traffic. I give you the exact copy and paste swipes, so you can actually cut and paste these swipes. Literally, what days to run them on, what days get the best attendance, how many people can you expect to turn up on a live call, what percentage will buy how to do the close, and it's literally a step-by-step webinar blueprint. So guys, that's an absolute ton of value. You get 3 super bonuses, and the first 50 will get a $1,000 discount. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you through the order page, because I'd like to highlight a few things, and then after that we'll do a Q&A, because I can see in the question box you've got a lot of questions and to ask. So let me just take you through this. Okay, so the page again is dnawealthblueprint.com/Barry. You must do that, okay?
The link is in the chat box for those who want to go to the web page. This is typically it's a high-end program, guys. These guys typically, it costs thousands to work with them. They typically sell this program for $3,000. So we were able to get a bit of a discount here at $19.97. But go ahead, it's the link is in the chat box, guys, if you want to take a look at it. And you're about Facebook.
Yeah, let me be totally transparent, guys. Peter and I, if you want us to help launch a product for you, our price is $150,000. That's $100,000 deposit up front with ongoing royalties. Our prices are not cheap, but we're not cheap. I mean, Peter, as he said, he travels 8 to 9 months of the year, and just loves living a great lifestyle. I have a yacht out in the Mediterranean, and I spend my summers out there. In the coming weeks, I'm going to San Diego, Hawaii. We're like the real deal, guys. So, each to their own. But as I said, this is a $3,000 program, and we're reducing it by $1,000 and giving you these bonuses. So let's just scroll down here and show them. As I said, Roger's got them in the chat box. So, like I said, Peter, over 120 niches that Peter's involved in. But I'm gonna be quite aggressive here. I'm gonna actually take if I was on the call now as an attendee, I'd be thinking, well, Peter might be this super smart guy, or is he, or he has a big staff, or he has a team. But will it work for me? Well, guys, let's just take you through this. The first 50% of this page, I'll scroll. As you can see, I'm scrolling down. These are all case studies from our exact members. So that's half our page. We let our case studies do the talking for us. So let's go through this. $233,000 in my first 22 days. Guy Sambo. This was actually quite a funny story. Basically, they start. I remember from memory, Peter. Sambo actually, they started getting in sales so much, and it was for a physical product, and they actually had to turn the traffic down, Roger, because they were like, holy crap, we can't keep up with the orders. Like, we want to fulfill, but we're getting too many orders. I mean, what a great problem to have, too many customers. So once they got set up again, they restarted the traffic flow, and as I said, over $200,000 in 21 days. Great. We had someone on the call there ask, what about the successful female members? This is Liz Benny from Australia. They're the best people you want to be involved with. They're phenomenal, and the level of service is unheard of. Skype calls to critique my campaigns and take myself to the next level. And guys, that's another thing that we'll do. If you actually, it's like if you build out a webinar campaign, for example, okay, according to the bonus module I'm going to give you, and you drop me you drop an email to our support desk for my attention, say, Andrew, could you critique my email? I will do that for you guys. That is personal super service. If you build out a Facebook campaign, after you go through the course and you study it, if you build out your Facebook campaigns and try out the course and you're stuck or you want a bit of advice, Peter always will be happy to jump on a short call with you on Skype. But again, our stipulation is, guys, that you can't just pick up the phone and go, oh, hey guys, what do I do? Because we're going to say, okay, have you been through the course? What ads have you done? What pre-sale pages have you created? What data do you have to share? So there is a prerequisite, guys, where you do need to kind of get off your butt and take some action. So as long as you're willing to work, we're happy to work with you.
Yeah, so, I just wanted to step in real quick, Andrew.
Can you guys explain the prices? People are saying, is it $19.97? Is there a $1,000 discount? I'm seeing a couple of people asking that question. So can you talk about price, what they're getting? We have quite some interest here, but I think people are just a little bit wondering on the pricing and stuff like that. So can you talk about that, please?
Yep, the price, the regular price would be $3,000, okay, Barry? Again, it's not open to the public. We are giving your folks a $1,000 discount, so they can buy at either $1,997. I'll show them the buy links down here. Or if they prefer a payment plan, there's two payments of $1,197. So that's our two options. You can get in for $1,997 single lifetime payment, okay? Or you can pay in two payments of $1,197. After that, the price goes up to $3,000. There's no payment plans left. $3,000, and then once we reach our quota, we close it down, so you can't get in at all. So does that clarify the question? Okay, guys.
Yep. Yeah, and guys, the link is dnawealthblueprint.com/Barry.
Yeah, as I said, if you go to the main domain, Roger, you'll get a sold out sign, so you have to go through this link.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'll just, Peter, there was something else you wanted to say there?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, because somebody was mentioning what about our successful female entrepreneurs for students. Now, Liz is she's in New Zealand, so close to Australia. She publicly, because of where she lives in New Zealand, they have kind of laws about income claims and everything, so she would kind of want to hush it down herself publicly, but she's gone past 6 figures, and she's only been with us like, I think it's been, what, 5 months now, 6 months, so that'll tell you about, now, I'm going to say this with a huge caveat, like, we got a whole bunch of students that are doing 6 and 7 figures. We got a whole bunch of students doing high 5 figures. I don't know what you're going to do. Okay, I'm going to be 100% transparent. The reason why these people, our students, have gone on to do 5 figures, 6 figures, and 7 figures is because I kicked them in the ass. That's the first time I'm going to swear on your webinar. Sorry, Roger. But I kick people in the ass, and I get them to take action. And the most important part is they have money that they have to put into paid advertising. You will not make a dime in CPA if you are not prepared to spend money on paid advertising. This is why all our students are successful, because they started out with very little ad spend. And if your question is, well, how much do I need to spend? Well, I'm going to tell you conservatively right now, as it stands, if you've got about $100, $150 for advertising to start the advertising campaign, that's where you need to start. Other than that, it's going to be hit and miss. I can't sit here and tell you, well, $10 a day is going to cut it, because I'd be lying to you. So don't think coming into the course that $10 a day for testing is going to get you anywhere. Really, honestly, I don't think it's going to get you anywhere. You need to be able to really be prepared to spend anywhere from $50 to $100 a day on paid advertising to start to get something. So that's the question that probably everyone has, a lot of people have. I've just answered it. Back to you, Andrew.
Awesome. So when you're in, guys, please type "I'm in" the chat box. Theodore is saying he's in, a couple more people. So guys, as soon as you've ordered, please type "I'm in" the chat box. And Peter, I don't know if your Skype is open. I just sent you a Skype there. All right, so good stuff. So let's put this back in the hands of Andrew there. I know you were talking about some of the testimonials and stuff like that. And another question that came in, when is the best time to launch an ad? And you mentioned that, but Steven seems to be asking over and over again. So when is the best time? Can you repeat when the best time to launch an ad? When is that best time to do it?
Peter, do you want to go ahead and answer that?
Hello? Sorry, you're cut out there. What was that?
When's the best time to start running an ad? And I would guess, is it your own time zone or is it Facebook's own time zone? How do they look at it?
Yeah, your own time zone, early in the morning, start your ad.
Okay, so your own time zone early in the morning, Stephen. Hopefully that answers your question. I saw you ask the same question quite a few times here. So, all right, guys. So this will be again. This is something that we don't do on a consistent basis. This high-level coaching program, and you get to get on calls with their team and Kam Mirza, which is a close friend of mine as well. Great guy, worth a lot of money. Can share with you a lot. So it's powerful stuff, guys. This is kind of like a high-level social media type, Facebook advertising program and it's very, very powerful stuff. I just want to make sure there is a payment option on that page. Is there, Andrew? Are you there, Andrew?
Scroll down to it, yeah.
Give me 1 second here. I wanna
Yeah,
make
there we
sure.
go.
Okay, so again, DNAWealthBlueprint.com/Barry. If you go all the way down, you should see two payment plan, and you should be able to do that. That's not what's on this link. Kate, if you're having any issues ordering, what's the email to send an email to for support or something like that?
Yeah, just it's easy. Support@dnawealthblueprint.com.
Easy support.
Support SUPPORT @dnawealthblueprint.com. Yeah, I'll just scroll to the bottom of the page because we have it down there. Just at the bottom there, guys. Support@dnawealthblueprint.com. Our tech guy Paul is always monitoring that. He's kind of around the clock about 12 hours a day in the UK time zone, and has a team managing it. And Peter and I always check in as well, just to make sure everything's kosher.
Okay, sounds good. All right, guys. So if you just want to put the bonuses in there as well, just so we could look at them one last time. And we will be wrapping this up here. And guys, we're having replays and stuff again. Another replay tonight. So if you missed some of the content and stuff like that, we will be having another replay as well.
Yeah, okay. I'll bring up the bonuses again, guys, because I can actually see the orders are coming in very fast there. Welcome everybody aboard so far. I can see John White. I can see Laura Uniami. Apologies if I cannot pronounce your name correctly. William Geist, T.R. Goodman. Welcome everybody so far. So yeah, I'll just go through the bonuses. So there we go, guys. So the regular price is $2,997. Okay, that's when we actually have the product live. It's not open to the public. It's only open to Roger and Barry's customers. The first 50 people are going to get this $1,000 discount, and it's selling really quickly. I just checked the orders on my iPhone there. With the bonuses, guys, you're going to get a recording of. I was doing a product launch workshop, $5,000 ahead, okay, just with 5 people, tight intimate group, and I picked up my cell phone, I called Commerza, net worth of $500 million, and the group discussed and he asked questions with him, and what can we say, guys? If you get to listen to a call with a guy worth $500 million, that's pretty priceless. The second is a private call with Peter Parks. That when I rang him from the workshop, again, he dissected people's businesses. Here's the model you should be using. Here's your ads. Here's what to drop. Here's your cost per clicks. Really good detailed stuff. And the third bonus, guys, is Webinar Millions by myself, which is again, it's a step-by-step guide of how to run webinars, cut and paste templates, emails, literally just step-by-step, A to Z. Barry, sorry, Roger, I'd like to say, when you become a member of DNA Blueprint, it's very important to emphasize this. Why do we not sell this, at a $500 or even $1,000? Well, to be honest, guys, the value is so immense inside it. Like I said, Peter and I are totally stand-up guys, and we look after our customers like gold. That's our mantra. We bleed for our customers. And when you're in there, guys, honestly, my hands on my heart right now, I'm super authentic. I'll be at the Traffic and Conversion Summit next week. I'll be at the JVZoo event in a month's time. You can come up to me, you can speak to me, you can ask questions. I am there for you guys. So that's the level of service we have for our customers. And to be honest, guys, if we sold the course cheaply, we just couldn't give that level of service to our customers. So what you're buying into, guys, is a very elite club, top of the range training. And Roger, I didn't even have a chance to show you guys this, but I've got even more good stuff if you would like me to show you.
Sure. I'm just going to step in here. Guys, again, if you've ever wanted to do Facebook, and I know that a lot of you are, with 1K per day and other programs that we've sold, Facebook is always such the big elephant in the room. This is by far the best training and support that you will ever get for Facebook. I personally know many people that took this program, and they are seeing massive, massive amounts of success. So if you've ever wanted to do Facebook ads or launch campaigns for local offline companies, start to do lead generation for yourself, your own products, your clients, you need to grab this now. Because again, this will sell out in the next couple of days. We've got a lot of replays and stuff going on. So again, there's a massive amount of value here. You're literally going to see behind the scenes of every single campaign that Peter talked about, how to orchestrate them, how to put them together, how to make sure that you're compliant so you don't get your account shut down. If you ever wanted to generate massive amounts of leads and create funnels that just work in your business, this is the time to do it. And I can tell you right now, this is the program that will take you there. So we had a lot of great content stuff. I know you had one more bonus there, Andrew, so I'm going to let the floor there for you. And again, if you're having issues with the payment plan or anything like that, just send an email to support@dnawealthblueprint.com. And they'll be able to set you up. But let me double check on my end if I see the page. Give me a second here. I'm just going to load up the page and see if I should.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Roger. The only thing, guys, on the payment plan, if you go to do, if you go to do 2 payments via PayPal, it sometimes doesn't show, so we can do a manual override for that, guys. So if you're doing 2 payments by credit card, it works okay, but 2 payments by PayPal sometimes doesn't show for some people. It's a very quirky thing, but email support@dnawealthblueprint.com, and again, we'll get that set up for you.
I see it. It's all the way down at the sales page there. It's all the way down. So again, if you look at the bonuses that are included, Mirza is an amazing man. You'll get to sit on a call with him, and there's a ton of bonuses here. I know, Andrew, you might have one more thing here, and we're going to wrap this up. So it's all.
Well, guys, here's the best bit. So we've just been talking about Facebook, but I've actually got like a whole extra, basically a whole extra course worth $2,000. Put in your chat box, guys, if you give me a hell yeah if you'd like to hear about an extra bonus worth another $2,000. Okay, yep. You bet. Okay, guys. Who has heard of jvzoo.com? Just put in the box if you've heard of it. Okay. Well, guess what, guys? I hold the second joint, the biggest selling product of all time on JVZoo. That's what I am. I'm a product launch specialist, okay? And this product, Easy Sketch Pro, created by myself and my business partner, Paul Lynch, okay? And this product has done over 1.2 million in 6 months, okay? And it's already on track to do multi-million dollars this year, okay? So what they also get, Roger, is not only are you going to get all the Facebook training, let me just scroll up the page here. You're also going to get product launch training by myself. Now, this is creating $100,000 to $1 million product launches like clockwork. And again, if you scroll down, you can see the feedback's immense. So you're going to get 4 training modules of everything you need to launch a product, from picking the right type of product to sell, creating the sales copy, creating the sales funnel, and then what I call is unleashing the affiliate fireball. Now, we just helped one of our clients launch a product there, and they've already done $78,000 inside a week just by getting a few joint venture partners on board. So when they do a formal launch, it's going to totally blow up. So, here's a testimonial from a guy, Chris Bloor. Chris has been around for like 10 years, and he wrote, amazing call with Andrew Fox. This guy's the real deal. He revealed a simple step-by-step system to take $100,000 to $1 million. So, guys, there's no shortage of testimonials here. There's more testimonials, just fantastic feedback. So, guys, you're also going to learn how to launch products on. I've been #1 on ClickBank. I've been #1 on JVZoo. I've done $613,000 in 24 hours, guys. So I'm going to actually train you to become a product launch master. Okay. So as well as all the Facebook training, you're getting the product launch training, and you're getting all the bonuses. Now, Roger, I'm throwing in the kitchen sink here. Is this a pretty good deal?
It's an awesome, awesome offer. And if there's one person I would want to learn how to go into the JVZoo marketplace, it's yourself. An absolute huge bonus, guys. Again, seats are filling up really quickly for this. So grab your seat before, again, we sell out. And this is high level stuff. I'll be honest with you. This is if you want to learn how to finally take a hold of Facebook in 2015, learn it. Learn how to sell leads, how to generate leads for your business, how to generate leads for your clients. There's no other better person than Peter Parks when it comes to Facebook. So I absolutely say that you need to get on this if you ever wanted to really learn the secrets and techniques of using Facebook. So thank you so much, guys, plus the JVZoo stuff. Or again, write down your name in the chat box if you've joined us, if you've purchased, and we're just tallying up things right now, so absolutely.
Yeah, we've just got a question there from David Morley. Lots of training and info here. What period is the training program conducted over? Well, the great thing is, David, everything is recorded in modules, so you can go at your own pace. So everything is recorded in the members area, guys, so they can go through it at their own pace, Roger. And then if they have any questions once they've been through the course, we have a private forum. Again, that's another bonus, a private forum access where Peter is in there every day, I'm in there, and you can ask if you need any specific help. So what I'm saying, guys, is when you're joining DNA Wealth Blueprint, you're not just ordering a product where someone just like, okay, we've sold them a product, let's just, leave them in the dust. We look after our customers like gold. And Roger, I'm sorry if I sound like I'm repeating myself, but guys, we are very, very unique on the internet, where we literally try to do everything within our human power, or superhuman power if we're talking about Mr. Peter Parks. But we literally try to do everything to look after you guys. So you can go through it at your own pace, okay, guys? Everything's recorded in there, and we're in the forum if you need help. So hope that answers the question, David. James Jonas, I'm in and ordered.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So guys, we will be upping the price on this. It will be reverting back to $3,000 as well. So I know James is in, Stephen is in, Julie is in. Guys, they're going really quickly. And again, I'm not saying that this is for everyone. You have to have an interest in Facebook. You have to have an interest in generating leads for yourself, your clients. If you're doing 1K per day, this is amazing. You're going to have to want to do this for, offline businesses. If you're working with dentists or doctors and all this kind of stuff, Peter's going to show you campaigns that you can do to start, charging a fortune to local offline businesses. So it's powerful stuff. Guys, this is something that you should get on, especially, all the bonuses, the JVZoo training and stuff. This is huge. I mean, it's absolutely one of the biggest packages I've seen in a long time, and these guys know how to put value. These two guys. They're big marketers. When they put their name behind something, it's value. So I recommend it, guys. They're going pretty fast. So again, if you want to jump in, you can do a 2-payment plan, or you can come in at a full payment plan. Save yourself 20%. And get on the ride, guys. You'll be able to again join that very small group of people in their forum. Talk about ads, what's working, what's not working. There's some people in there that you're going to meet that are spending thousands of dollars a day. So it's kind of like the VIP underground of Facebook. You'll learn everything you need to learn. And guys, this is amazing. We have so many bonuses here for you. It's in the thousands of dollars. Absolutely amazing. So guys, grab this. We're going to be closing this up in about 5 minutes, Andrew. Peter, give us just a 30-second spiel. Like, what are they going to learn? What in general? Like, what can you say if they're in 30 seconds? What these guys that are joining us, tell us in 30 seconds what they will learn. Like, what kind of skills will they get once they're done this program?
Sure, so I'll take it from this angle. If you're a newbie, you're going to learn how to do Facebook right the first time correctly, so you're not going to get your account banned, and you're going to learn how to make your first dollar. If you're an intermediate Facebook marketer, you're going to learn how to make sure that you set up your campaigns properly, how to optimize your campaigns, and how to scale them So if you're doing anywhere from 3 to 4 figures a month, I'm going to get you up to 5 to 6 figures a month. If you're an advanced Facebook marketer, there's some stuff in there. We've got 7-figure marketers in there that you can JV with that are going to help you with your campaigns and help you scale. So there's something in there for everybody. And as well, I'm in the forum every day answering questions. For me personally, it's not the point of $2,000 for the course. I don't care about the course. This is my time. That is you can't put a price tag on my time. And you know what I mean? Like for me, basically, I didn't have to release this course at all, but I did it because I want to give back to the community. I want to give back to our community because I've seen so much crap out there that I wanted to help change people's lives. So if I was able to change one person's life, I did what I'm supposed to do on this earth. So with the course itself, there are so many case studies that we have out there of successful people. And I'm talking, most of them are newbies. Didn't know anything about Facebook marketing, didn't know how to build a fan page, didn't know how to build out a proper compliant funnel. They learned it. They went from newbie to 6 figures. So that's what that tells you. And we got advanced guys and girls in there that have gone on past 6 figures. So that's what you're going to learn when you join with us. There's nothing more I can really say. If you're sitting on the fence, I mean, that's up to you. But the information is here. The strategies are inside. The techniques are here. You get myself, and you get Andrew in the forum every single day. I mean, that in itself is priceless. Like personally, to get in touch with me, to do any type of mentoring or anything like that, it's, you know, I'm not even going to mention the price because that's irrelevant. Let's just say it's not going to happen. But you get me right here in the forum every day. So for those of you that are probably sitting on the fence wondering, should I take it, should I not take it, if looking at Facebook as your traffic source and you want to build a sustainable, thriving business with Facebook, then I would say DNA Wealth Blueprint 2.0 is for you. If you're not interested in Facebook at all, you could care less about it, then again, you're right, this course isn't for you. So that's really it in 30 seconds, Roger.
All right, guys, sounds good. So we have 3 spots left here for this session. So we're going to be closing this up very soon, guys. We're going to leave the cart open. I see Anton joined us, and quite a few other people joined us here today. So, guys,
sorry, Roger, just 2 spots. Sorry, another order just came in, so I just want to bring it to people's attention.
Okay, good. So we're down to 2. We're down to 2 packages left here, guys. Again. We've never really endorsed anyone this heavy as far as when it comes to Facebook training. I do a lot of Facebook training with you guys, but you know, a lot of this stuff I learned from Peter and people in the community and stuff like that, and this is miles ahead of what I do on Facebook. So guys, grab this now. There's a ton of bonuses. I mean, the JVZoo bonus, getting on a mastermind call with someone who's worth $500 million. I paid $4,000 just to meet with Com and sit down with him. So that's worth thousands of dollars. And to just get in the community, inside of that community where people are making thousands of dollars on Facebook, and you can start interacting with them, asking them questions, doing joint ventures, that's worth $10,000 to me. So guys, grab this as soon as you've joined. Type "I'm in" the chat box, and I'm going to make sure that you guys get all the bonuses that they gave out here today as well. I hope you got a lot of great content from Peter today. Write down a big thank you, Peter, in the chat box if you learned a lot today, even just from the content that you got for free. That's the main thing. We want you guys to get a lot of great content. So write down thank you, Peter, in the chat box before you leave here, guys. And thank you so much, Andrew, for joining us. Guys, grab this. Go to DNAWealthBlueprint.com/Barry. And Kathy is saying she's in. She says, I'm pretty sure it worked. I'm in. Kathy, congratulations. Thank you for joining us. We're going to leave the card open just a little bit here, guys. We have one more spot available for this training session. Andrew and Peter, thank you so much. And I can't wait to speak with you guys soon.
Yeah, I'd just like to add something just before you go, Roger. I'm very, let's say, almost sentimental, but you know, you've spent 2 hours of your time with us, to everyone on this call, so I'm speaking to you right now. I appreciate you giving up time from your families, your lives, and you know, be willing to give that up to listen to this call. So hopefully, you got a lot of value from the call. We like to over-deliver, and you got a lot of golden nuggets. So welcome to everybody who joined, and for those of you who haven't joined yet, like we said, we're not like a pressure cooker tactics. We just present our offer and say, is it for you or not? So thank you for spending your time with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Roger, thanks for hosting the call. Brilliant, and that's me signing off.
All right, thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone.